I did it. I hit the button. The button's been hit. You warned us, and I did it.
You did the thing.
He did the thing. Everyone clap. Stand up.
Yeah.
Now we have to do our show.
Ew.
We do have to do the show.
Oh,
I just
man.
want to talk with my friends for like an hour.
Oh, my friends.
Oh, my friends. Hi.
Yeah, welcome to the 25 North podcast, everybody. We are hot on the heels, the end of this adventure. I just revealed to the cast that we are wrapping up chapter 10, either this episode or next. And then we only have 2 chapters left, 11 and 12. That's it. That's it. I swear, like we're going to be done with this thing by summertime. So it's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I mean, you two jumped in, Lunar and Jackson. You guys jumped in at book 2, and that was, let me go back to it. That was chapter 5. Can you believe it?
And we're still alive.
I know, that's the crazy part. Our first
Knock
time
on
ever
wood.
playing Pathfinder, and we haven't died yet.
That's true. It's true. It's because Corey's not playing a healer, maybe, I guess.
Yeah, I gave up on being what I truly wanted, and just gave in to simple martial meat shield, which our party. You know what?
We desperately need it.
Johnny and Ronan. Ronan wrote in.
Yeah, Ronan.
Wrote in with a D. Yeah, did some meat shieldy things, but it was only so much.
True.
We had a lot of range early.
Yeah, Zaba takes up a lot more space, which is good.
True. That's very true.
And you know what? He had 3 characters worth of HP to, build on top of, coming in at level 3 or 4. So
Yeah,
that also helps.
It does help. That does help a lot. No, because I think that you guys came in at level 4, so it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how you two play. Talking to Jackson and Lunar, play new, young level, early level characters.
I'm excited
be something.
personally.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to be a lot more scared playing for sure, because I don't want to die.
Well, it's especially because you GM Pathfinder 2nd Edition. You know how deadly level 1 and 2 can be.
Oh yes, we have a character that should technically be dead right now because I didn't realize that I dealt over double his max in one hit.
Oops.
Yep. Yeah.
I didn't realize it till much later. I'm like, you know what? We'll just go ahead and call that a bad on the GM. Next time it happens, we'll rule it correctly.
Honestly, that's the way to do it too. It's just like, okay, hey, we're going to roll with it. I flubbed, but now we know what the rule is. So next time we're aware. It's like, that's the best way too. So instead of bogging down and having a half-hour debate at the table what the rules are, while somebody quietly goes looks up the rule. Just say, make the GM make a call, and then you roll with it, and then next time you know what the rule is.
Yeah, plus there's also some in-game story flavor stuff that has had consequences because of this. So, we're not just ignoring it. It's just not going to kill their character.
For sure. For sure. But speaking of low-level characters, you guys are no longer low-level because we leveled up to level 9 at the end of last episode.
Yes.
So let's do a quick roundtable and tell the listeners what we have now for our new characters, and also the upgrades to the monster parts that we did during the downtime as well. Who wants to take a crack at it first?
I can go first.
Right on.
So Vesuviac has finally gotten his wings back. For level 9, I decided to take the Ancestry feat. Foundry's being weird on me. The Ancestry feat, I think it's Channel Wings.
It is Channel Wings, yeah.
So basically, I can take 2 actions and have fly speed for 10 minutes. So very, very happy about that. My boy can fly. And then I also brought my medicine up to master levels. So my healing is going to go even more nuts. I have a plus 20 to all of my medicine checks.
That's just the skill. That doesn't include your items or anything too. Your healer's tools give you another +1.
Yep.
So yeah, that's crazy. And if you eat those pastries, I think you get another +1. The
Yep.
pastries that we've had since book 2, since chapter 6.
Listen, we're not at the final boss yet. I don't know when I'm going to use them. I am the worst Final Fantasy item hoarder you've ever met.
Oh my goodness. And I believe you also got a couple 5th rank spells, right?
Yes, I did. So taking a peek at the available spells for level 5, there were only a couple that did kind of catch my fancy. I decided to kind of have on deck Breath of Life, which is just going to be really nice. Revive in case we wicked beef it. I also decided to go with Divine Immolation and Flame Strike because I got to have more fire with my fire dragon, right?
Yeah, fire dragon who worships the goddess of the sun and fire. It makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes total sense.
Also, my Divine Font is 5th rank spells now, so we've got heals.
Heals for days. My goodness.
These things all sound great, and it's funny that you took wings that you had to use actions for and time, because I thought about doing that myself, except for my wings would have just been whenever I wanted all the time, not magical fake ones. Instead, I took a feat that makes my crits more aggressive. My hit points are juicy. I don't actually know what else Sabo really got. Oh, I get some resistances when I'm raging, which are pretty cool now.
And I think you upped either your survival or athletics to master, one of those two, right?
Yeah, I believe probably athletics. That's my core one that I use. Yeah, unless it already was. But yeah, and then my reflex went up to expert.
And not to mention that Vesuviac, you also upgraded your staff with monster parts.
Yes.
So now you've upgraded it to a staff of healing greater.
Yep.
So,
well, and I think that I've also been enchanted so that I can now heal myself, so I'm not reliant on these lesser beings.
Yeah, once per day you can heal yourself.
Good old 3rd rank heal there. That's about it.
What about Timmy Tim or Silly Sil? I don't know why I said that. I'm sorry.
I don't like that for Sil.
Silly Sil sounds like a fucking Fortnite place, man. I guess I can go if you don't want to go, Rachel.
I mean, I don't want to validate that nickname, so you better
Okay,
go.
then I'll go. I will go for your set. Don't worry. So with Timothy getting a 9th level, Timothy gets a few things. First and foremost, his perception has now become expert instead, thanks to a class feature, which I'm pretty excited about. I also have an ancestry feat now called Incredible Improvisation, where once a day I get to gain a +4 circumstance bonus to the triggering skill check. So it has to be one that I'm untrained in, though.
So you get the bonus from Clever Improviser, where you get to add your level to anything you're untrained in.
Plus the 4.
And then once per day, you can add 4. So you effectively can add a +13 to any untrained skill.
I feel so good for that. And then the last thing is I got a new spell called Shadow Blast. And that's going to be really silly. It will come up naturally in the show, so I'm not going to explain it here. You'll just have to wait, dear viewer.
And not only that, we also upgraded your armor using the monster parts. So it's resilient. And then we upgraded your perception goggles. So you get, on top of you being expert in perception, you also get a +2 from just using your goggles.
Hell.
Which means you now go in front and look out for everything for us.
Finally, I have my eagle eyes.
Yeah.
Listen, what we can just do is we can have Subiac carry me. I can enlarge him so he can actually carry me, and then I can scout up ahead, fly from the sky.
Or you can just enlarge Zaba.
That's true.
10 minutes.
And make him large to huge.
No, because that wouldn't work unless... Oh, actually, I don't know if I actually can now. Oh, hold on. But needless point stands, I can do that now. I have eagle eyes.
Zaba would love to be huge.
It will happen one day.
Let's see. Sil got things. So as a rogue, They got better fortitude saves and debilitating strikes, which means they can, anytime they hit someone who's off guard, which is almost all the time, that enemy either gets -10 to their speed or becomes enfeebled 1. So that's super fun. And then bumped intimidation up. Got a better swim speed as an ancestor feat because there wasn't anything else that looked good. And as the skill feat, I did slippery prey so that the map is reduced for attempts to escape because we run into so many freaking monsters that want to swallow us. And
we
we're not
upgraded
having
your
that.
boots, right?
And we upgraded my boots. So the Long Strider, is that what it's called? Long Strider?
It's called Tailwind now, but yeah, it
Tailwind,
was Long
yes.
Strider.
I have Long Strider still in my own notes. Yes, Tailwind lasts for 8 hours instead of 1 hour. So for multiple fights, hopefully having that increased speed.
That +10 to your speed, yeah. Basically all day.
Hopefully, yeah.
That's pretty dope.
It really is.
Makes that 2-action activation more worthwhile.
But that's about it. Because last episode, you all made it through the desert into the drowned jungle. Had to finish the fight against some swarms and a giant caterpillar thing, plant caterpillar. Yeah, nobody successfully recalled knowledge on it. So, and then as you're trekking your way through, you come upon a village that at first glance looks pretty small. But as you look up, you realize that the village is vertical, not horizontal. So it just goes straight up into the trees, into the canopy. And that's where we left off. So we'll pick it up from there. When the party enters the village, you are immediately beset by a dragon. The dragon looks to be red with these gold runic looking, you don't know if they're actual runes or tattoos or something on their body. And they say to you, so there's a bunch of Geltagori that gather around, and Peerless Ruby is her name. She pulls out several puppets and leans forward and says, "Oh, hello. My name is Peerless Ruby. Who are you?" As she's holding a puppet in her hand. Like, it's almost doing like little mock puppet things with a sock puppet on her hand.
I very pointedly look at Vesuviac and go, your turn.
Vesuviac steps forward and goes, "My name is Vesuviac the Molten, and these are my companions. We're currently in pursuit of some people who have taken some rather important people that we need to bring back."
"Oh, Vesuviac, you're like me. You're an eternal dragon, just like me, huh?"
"Yeah."
"Oh, that is so cool. That is so cool." And hold on, let me quick drop this in our Discord to show you the art for Peerless Ruby.
It must be pretty intense meeting somebody that's the same as you. You know, that's going to have like the same life expectancy and understands where you're coming from.
I've managed so far.
Yeah, I managed just fine here in Plitikori. That's the village you're in right now, Plitikori. Welcome, by the way, welcome.
Thanks.
And she just kind of turns around, says, Friends, we have welcome guests to the village. Everybody come say hi." And all these Geltagori start flittering their way towards you. And you just hear dozens of little voices say, hi, welcome, hello, who are you, hi, yada, yada, yada. So you're looking for somebody. Okay, yeah, tell me about that. Why are you looking here?
We followed the trail. We're currently looking for a male and a female Gamayan. They were taken from Runplank. We've been tracking them throughout the desert. Eventually came across this jungle, and the trail has taken us here so far.
Okay, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, yeah. Can you roll me a diplomacy check there, Mr. Vesuviac?
Oh boy, I'm not the guy to do that. Here we go.
You will get a +2 bonus to this because you are also an aeternal dragon.
Okay, should I add that on my end, or you got it?
I got it.
All right, cool. I have a +3 to this, and I got a nat 1.
And you got a nat 1.
Crazy.
I have hero points. I think it's worth using one of my hero points on this.
Okay.
Your mastery in medicine's not gonna help you on that one.
There we go. That's 20.
Damn.
Wow,
That's a good
is
hero point.
talk about swings of the extreme. A nat 1 to a nat 20.
What the
I'll
hell?
shut up over here.
The dice had something to prove against you, Corey. I don't know what to tell you.
You want to know something funny?
Been told.
That still would have been a failure had it not been for your +2 for being an eternal dragon. Yeah. That still would have been a failure. Okay. Okay, yeah. You know what? I think I know who you're talking about. Yeah, I think... do I? I don't know. Maybe I do. Jeez. I don't know. I think I do. Wait. What about you? What about the rest of you? What are you doing here? And she looks to the other three.
We're all traveling together. We're looking for the same people.
Yeah, we're all here together to try to find the same missing people.
This seems like a fairly remote place. I'm sure you would have noticed, being an observant dragon as you are, if others came through here.
Okay, so roll me some diplomacy to schmooze her up.
Can I assist by any
Yeah,
chance?
I want you to roll your own diplomacy as well.
Ah, is that cool? Okay, cool. I was like, let me see. Diplomacy is a +15. Here we go.
Oh, holy shit. Okay. Well then, that's another critical from Syl.
Yay.
And okay, so all right. Yeah, I think you know what? Yeah, I think I know. I think I know. Maybe I know. I don't know if I know. I think I do. I think I know who you're talking about.
I bet you do. You seem really smart and helpful. Why don't you tell us what you're thinking you think?
Well, I will do that, but I have to go and do this show that I promised the kids. If you want, and she calls on over. Hey, Josh. Yeah, Josh. No, Josh. The other Josh. Yeah. Can you bring these fine folks to the inn? And there's a pouch in my room. You know the one I'm talking about. Let them have it, because this is a very special time, and they are on a special quest, and so I want to give them a special gift for being such special people, because they're special.
Thank you so
I
much.
don't trust this for a
That's very
second.
generous, but I mean, we could just come and watch your show. That way you could tell us what we need to know faster.
Sure. I just figured you might want to take a load off, but absolutely, come on over. And Peerless Ruby then walks over to this clearing. Actually, she walks up some of the treetops, and there's this clearing, this open platform clearing. So think of like Return of the Jedi, when they're in the Ewok village, and there's like that big wide opening that's like built up into the trees where they have the ceremonies, very much like that. So she pulls out her puppets and begins telling this epic tale. This like epic tale using the puppets to the nearby Galtsagori children. So let's see here, 1 second. It goes on for a little while, talking about dozens of invaders that came through the jungle, trying to attempt and take over the Pliticori village, only to be conquered by the combined might of her draconic prowess. and the bravery of the people of Politicori. So this goes on for about an hour, and afterwards, the little children go on home, and she relays to Vesuviac that, that actually happened. Like, I was one of the survivors. But, as I was thinking about it, I think that one of the cults you're talking about, if they're the ones I'm thinking of, and I think that they are, that you think that I think that they think they are, they're demon worshippers. Is that who you're talking about?
More or less, yeah.
That's no good. No, that's not good at all. That's the opposite of good. It's non-good.
Double plus on good.
So
I am right here. What the fuck, dude?
No, not you. You're fine. We're shivering behemoth. We're trying to save time.
Different
here.
demon, different.
I am
Just different.
nice guy.
You are a nice guy.
You
You've
are a
proven
nice guy,
yourself.
except for when you have a cursed sword. Then that gets called into question.
Then I am awesome guy.
At this point, Wisp comes on over. This is another Galtzagori, a small Galtzagori by the name of Wisp. They come on over and they pick up a stick and approaches Vesuviac. Says, "Hey, look at this. See this stick? This is a sacred artifact of the gods. I'll sell it to you for 100 gold.
We met gods recently. They're not so impressive, honestly.
Oh, come on. I'm sensing quite the aura from this branch.
What god?
The sacred seed of Gaia.
Okay.
He said for 100 gold.
100 gold. All yours. It's worth way more than that. But since you're friends with Peerless Ruby here..."
Well,
No, come
What are
on.
you
You're trying to hardball us here. Come on, man. Harder. Let's do this.
what were you going to do with the gold?
Oh, beer.
How old are you?
Never mind. But Peerless Ruby had you believe in her story, right?
I mean,
Why couldn't you believe mine, huh?
all right, listen.
What's it to you? As Wisp puts his fists on his hips.
Listen, if you're gonna grift somebody, puts Timothy hits on one knee, puts a hand on this kid's shoulder. Listen, you're gonna grift somebody, have a believable story, and lower down the price. Don't immediately do the 50, or actually no, go to 100%. But since you seem like nice guys, lower it down to a 75. Give them a good deal, sweeten the pot.
I like the way you think, young man.
Why are we teaching
Well-
the child to scam?
I don't think this is a child because he said I was a young man.
This
Valuable skill.
Galtzagori.
I
forget.
feel we are wasting lots of time interacting with tiny Galtzagori creature.
A Galtzagori is a sprite.
Oh,
It's a sprite that has ladybug features. So, instead of sprite wings, they have the ladybug exoskeleton that opens up and the wings come out.
gotcha.
Is
Okay,
this
yeah,
guy
let's-
bothering you? I can, clap and no more problem.
No. It's fine.
No,
It's
no,
fine.
it-
Don't worry. They're good. Appreciate you trying to steal our money though. That was pretty good. You could have done better. Good first attempt. You just workshop it a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
I still don't think we should be encouraging this.
Timothy's like, I've run into better, but not many.
No, yeah. Listen, we're just befriending
this
them.
town-
You don't know. Maybe they might show up at this fucking finale. We want them to be there to help us out. This is what I'm thinking, man.
We've been in this town for 5 minutes and I already have a splitting headache.
Oh, we can go fix that.
So at this point, Peerless Ruby leads the party on over to the inn of Politicori. And again, it's up in the trees. So I don't know if any of you have a fear of heights. But we're
no.
pretty high up now. And the inn is quite cozy. I mean, this is a Galtsagori village, so they do make it large enough that a medium-sized creature, it could be fairly comfortable, but Zaba's going to have to crouch. But I'm sure you're used to that. You're on mute, bud.
Yes, this is awful. Tiny building made in trees. Bullshit.
Oh, you know what?
I will still take room.
If you want, I can get a table by the window, and then you can hear us telling the story that I'm going to tell the story to them, and the story you can hear on the outside through the window is going to be the same story that I tell them.
Do you have anything to drink?
I need... Yes, okay. You do story, I sit somewhere. And maybe listen.
All right. That's like the tersest thing she said.
This is an important question. Before we continue on, do you have anything to drink?
Absolutely.
Awesome. I will take something that is at least has some strength to it.
And one of the Galtsagoris flits on over and brings over a bottle of wine. So some sweet berry wine.
Ooh.
And Peerless Ruby starts to talk to you. Well, at this point, her energy's kind of been tampered a bit, and she kind of speaks a little bit lower. Well, there was a group that came in a few days ago. They were Gamayans, like you said. And they came this way, but they were a group of 4 of them. I think they were scouts, because the defense party for the village here was able to take them out. Spotty, as a matter of fact, he was the one who ran afoul of them and blew a signal whistle, and then the defense party came on in. But one of the cultists actually survived, and Peerless Ruby leans forward. She's still captive here in the city. Now, if you want, I can talk to the captain of the guard to see if they will let you talk to her and ask her any questions.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, that would be
good.
amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, I can do that. Oh, by the way, here, this is... I got this for you. And she pulls out a satchel and hands it to... puts it on the table for who... obviously closer to Vesuviac than anybody, but puts it on the table. And, well, this just for coming in, for having another dragon, I haven't seen one in a while, come through here, have this. And she hands you a flask inside the satchel. It's obviously resonating with magic.
Thank you. What is it?
This is a phoenix flask. You'll be able to use that. It's you ingest it, and you can sprout phoenix wings. And for 1 minute, you can gain a fly. You can fly about as quick as I can run. So, I don't know. Some dragons run faster than others. Think about 40 feet. But not only that. If you so choose, you can also shed phoenix feathers, and those can kind of blow up in a big ball of fire that's 10 feet in diameter.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. This is quite the gift.
Oh, it's nothing. I can condense my own magical essence. But yeah, it's neither here nor there. But no. We've questioned her. She's not really talking very much to us. But I don't know, maybe you'll have better luck.
It's at least worth a try. If we can know exactly where their rendezvous point was, then that at least puts us on a good path.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I try to be good guy, but bad guy make people talk.
We can do good cop, bad cop, Zaba, if you want.
You guys do that, and then when you give up, I do my thing.
That's what I'm saying. We'll try to sweeten them up, and if they just don't want to work, dude,
Just good cop, bad cop, worst cop.
Exactly.
Demon cop.
Demon.
Good cop, bad cop, executioner.
Yeah, exactly. See?
No, I don't kill them. I go into swamp, bury them in anthill or something.
I don't know if that's better.
No, I think that's better. I think that's really funny, actually.
You got to be more creative.
But it's been a long day. I can talk to Joshua here if you see if they have anywhere for you to stay. I think there's rooms available.
That would be amazing. Thank you so much.
Maybe the Soviet, go back to your nest.
No.
No.
I tried.
Full on, no arguments.
Do small dragon make full-size dragon?
Pretty sure that's not how that worked. Though I don't know if the ritual that we under.
Would your offspring be cursed?
Well, that's the thing. I don't know if the ritual that we underwent would carry over to the offspring. I assume it would, just because our physiology has shrunk down with us, so the whole process
One way
would
to
be shrunk.
find out, and that's scientific testing, my dude.
No,
Timothy's
I'm
been
good.
taking sips
I don't know
of
that we
wine
have
during this entire
time for that
conversation.
kind of an experiment
I'm
right now.
I am taken, so no.
Yeah.
Now
Alright.
you have
We'll
7
leave 2
nests.
other dragons to that experiment.
All right. So Joshua comes on over and points out that you have a room, if you so choose, here at the inn. Let's say it's on the house. It's not on the house. It's on Peerless Ruby. Because again,
Thanks.
it's a dragon that she hasn't seen another dragon in a while. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Great. Well, go ahead and rest for the night. Get your spells back. Get your hit points back. And the next morning, Peerless Ruby is waiting for you out in the inn. Oh, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I got us. I didn't know when you were going to wake up, but I got us some porridge and some bacon and some eggs and some cheese and bread and breakfast ales and breakfast teas. I didn't know what you ate. I don't know what an Undyne eats. Or demon. I don't have virgin blood. And I don't have the heart of the innocents. I think that's what you eat. Innocent is it innocent's blood and virgin hearts? I don't remember.
It really depends on preparation, but I'm much reformed from days of, virgin hearts and innocent blood. Now I just accept the fact that meals are flavorless and lack true soul.
What the? Okay. All right. Holy shit.
Someone's
Oh,
having an existential crisis out here. Jesus Christ.
Take a hero point, Corey. That was great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
How does virgin heart taste? I'm curious now at this point.
It is
Do you really
like
want to know,
virgin's
Timothy?
flesh, but more important.
Wait.
Well, what does
I meant,
virgin
like-
flesh taste
I
like?
meant like flavor notes. Is it salty? Is it sweet? Like,
You ever have very nice Pacific, whitefish, fresh sashimi?
yeah.
Nothing like that.
Okay. Why did I ask? I'm realizing now. Why did I ask this question? I think you're the fucking best.
You ever heard this before?
It's like
nothing like that.
copper, I guess.
Okay.
Matters how fresh.
Got it.
I needed that laugh. That was good.
That was awesome.
Oh. So after some breakfast, Peerless Ruby leads the way over to the dungeon, which is actually up in the sky. So it's in the opposite direction in this village. It's up.
I done.
Sky
Is it-
dungeon.
Is it perhaps a tomb belonging to some Sky King?
Oh. Ooh.
Perfect transition.
No way.
You guys are going on a quest for Sky. And at this point, you, Peerless Ruby, nods to the guard. The guards were ready for you. You see a whole cavalcade of them outside the confinement area. And one guard, Keltsagori, flits on over and unlocks the door, click, and creaks open and lets you in. And you see chained up against the wall, locked and guarded, is a Gamayan, a female Gamayan. She looks up. More of you. Wait, I know you. I know who you are. Yeah, we know who you are, Syl. Or, that's not your real name though, is it?
Still works perfectly fine.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and I see you have some friends with you. Mr. Zaba Otrov. He's still on the quest for redemption, I see.
Give or take.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and... poor little Timothy looking for his daughter. Oh, how sweet.
I thought Timothy had son.
I have a daughter. I
Always
told
been
you
a daughter.
this.
I thought you had son.
No.
You are much more absent than I thought. Son raised self, daughter needs strong parent at home.
Hey, my guy, I didn't have control over this shit, so complimented you this morning at breakfast.
That's true.
This is not a nice guy move, man. I'll say it.
Oh,
And
this guy knows lots about us.
Yeah,
Do I
no.
know this person?
No.
Okay,
No.
they're not somebody I know from my pirate days.
No. Oh, and look at here, Vesuviac. Trying to get your wings back, I see, huh? Well, seems they're halfway there, but you're not going to ever be a real dragon again, are you?
I mean,
So you're here to distract us then?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I already told the guards everything that I know.
Oh, so where's the rendezvous point then?
Oh, that's what you're going after, I see. Well, I'm sure you'll find it sooner or later. You can go ahead and ask the guards. I done told them.
I want to hear from you, actually.
Well, isn't that special?
I know, aren't you a special person? You've got all four of us here.
I mean, what's special is the choice that you are going to have to make here. You see, the thing is, my religion is one of redemption, and I am offering you a chance of redemption right here by telling us all the information that you know, and if you do that, then Zaba over here won't have to break your legs, and I won't have to mend them back together in order for us to try this again.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm willing to keep doing that until we get the information.
Go ahead and give me an intimidation check there, bud.
All right, let's see if it works.
I believe in you.
And with my intimidation, it's not horrible. So let's see.
You got this, Pookie.
Has a 30?
Okay. Okay, yeah. I'll give you what you want to hear. Well, we're supposed to go ahead and meet at the caverns on the other side of the jungle here. They used to belong to... Well, I think they might still belong to a drake. You've heard of Elishriksa, the Azure Inferno? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Her caverns.
can we do a perception to see if we believe her?
Yeah, go for it.
Is perception to believe?
It's sense motive. I think they're...
Yeah.
So just a blind perception.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you get the hint that she's holding something back. She's holding something back.
Sounds like we're going to have to break her legs at least once. Zaba, did you want to do the honors? I know you're kind of cranky that you didn't get your favorite breakfast.
It is true, I do miss the true soul food of my peoples, but I could,
break. The issue is they are so small, if your breaking leg will sever flesh from bone completely.
And I'll just reach up and I imagine I'm standing in a door frame and I just want to snap the door sill in half just as like a brute force, like try and break as much of this wall with a single motion as I can kind of thing.
Absolutely. And intimidate me. Come on. See what you got there.
Am I doing it athletically?
Oh, sure. You can do it. You can use it. Yeah, you can do athletics for that.
Yeah.
All right. That is also a success. So she's like, oh, okay. You're serious. You're literally breaking the prison that's holding me. I think you're pretty serious then.
My first conversation upon seeing Treetop City was we should burn it down, so, my allegiances are not tied to people that live here.
This is true. He did say that when we walked in.
So, what's the question that you wanted to ask?
What
so
are they
you
not
asked
telling
you
us?
asked where the cultists were going, and she says to the caverns of the Azure Inferno on the other side of the jungle. But that's really all you've asked so far. So
There was something they didn't tell us, though.
Well, yeah,
and
you
that's
could
what
tell
we
that-
picked on.
you can tell that when she says that she told the guards everything, she clearly didn't. Is basically what I'm getting at.
All right.
Why are you meeting in that place in particular? What's the goal there?
Let's give me a second here. Oh, we're going there because that's where the grand ritual is supposed to take place. As the bosses say, the mountain itself will rise.
Which mountain?
Oh, I don't quite know. Is this some kind of summoning ritual?
Okay. Who are the leaders?
It's being conducted by the leader of our organization, the Lady of Bone and Bounty. And you can tell that as she says the name, the Lady of Bone and Bounty, her voice trembles for a split second, like denoting that there's like real fear there.
I want to do a religion check on that idol and see if that rings any bells.
Okay. No, so you rolled really high. I'll let you know that, but you definitely don't recognize the name. You've heard of the name. You've heard of cults having these denominator names, these names like that, were specifically to hide who their real identity are. So you are certain that she likely doesn't know who the lady actually is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
So it's like, it's very clear to you that the cults definitely have nicknames or not pen. What's the thing? I'm trying to think of a word for it.
Like different
titles.
aliases?
Like titles, yeah. And they use that specifically so people don't know who they really are.
Is anybody coming for you?
No, not really. I mean, you are.
But nobody from the cult's coming to rescue you?
No, they don't care.
So left for dead then. That's what they thought about you, huh?
Yeah, I don't know why your dragon lady friend there is keeping me alive. I mean, she probably just wants to study for me to tell her more about the Azure Inferno, but I don't know anything more.
I mean, are you upset about the fact that you're given a chance to live?
I mean, if living like this, I'd rather die than being chained to this wall for the rest of my life.
We can help with that. But first, why did your leader decide to kidnap the royals, knowing that it would just send us on the trail?
They needed sacrifices for the ritual.
Royal blood crawling. That or bloodline of a specific ancestry.
When she mentioned that she doesn't know anything more about the Azure Inferno, can we see if that rings true.
Sure. Yeah, you're not sure one way or the other.
Any more questions, Subiac?
Has this entire thing been a distraction to get the cult's hands on the jewel?
I mean, the jewel is important to the final ritual.
And if the final ritual is taking place, then that means that they're expecting to have the jewel, correct?
That's the expectation.
So the jewel is either the ransom for the king's kids, or someone in the royalty is already a part of the cult and we've been duped this whole time, or this entire goose chase that we've been on has been to make sure that the most able people are not run blank and allow the cult a straight shot to steal the gem.
Could also be trapped to lead us into Stronghold and steal gem from us.
True, but
Yeah, they thought we had it too.
I think they'd know that we wouldn't bring it with us to a dangerous circumstance like this, especially with how it was
I don't
affecting
know.
your Timothy.
We should probably wait to discuss this till we're done dealing with her.
Oh,
they're
no,
going to
please,
die,
please continue.
right?
They're absolutely going to die, but
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, like, they're gonna die, unfortunately.
We make them eat coal or something, and
we should just take care of it quickly. We've got things to do.
all right. We give
I
them
mean-
sky burial.
No, hold on. They did cooperate.
And
Like
she
we
said she'd
asked.
rather die than live like this, so we're giving her her wish.
Well, death is not exactly the ideal outcome. We can talk about
Vesuviac, we are on the important mission. We do not have time to set up necessary restraints and overlooking bodies for Path to Redemption right now in the random bumfuck village built in trees.
And
Listen,
we've
I'd-
now discussed privileged information in front of her, and we can't trust this town to keep her secure. So I think our hands are tied.
Well, if I'm outvoted in this, then I'll go ahead and step out of the room.
Timothy, did you want to stay here for this?
You want to do this one?
You know what? Fucking yes.
Baby's first kill. Baby's first kill.
It's more along the lines of that you fucking knew about my daughter and my family, my whole deal. And honestly, that is with me. And that is none of your fucking business.
And they know that Sill's bad at remembering old name.
And we will cut to black there.
I broke a toe. That's the only thing that I did.
We'll cut to black. So after having a conversation with them, Peerless Ruby's like, well, if the cavern that they're talking about is the one that I'm thinking of, and I think that I'm thinking of the right one.
Yep, we get it.
It's about a 6 hours walk from here. It's pretty treacherous swamp.
Any
I
tips
still don't-
for dealing with swamps, since you're used to the area?
Well, the one tip I'll give you is to watch your feet, because there's if you're going in that direction, there's a bog, and you might not know you're stepping into a bog just because of the overgrowth on the surface. So just watch out. I usually just fly, but not everybody can fly. As she looks at the human and the Undyne.
Oh no, I can fly actually.
Oh, you can.
Yeah, got cool spells for it. Appreciate you looking out for me though. That's really sweet.
Is there individual within town, whether yourself or other powerful combat-orientated being, who could guide us through forest and, speed things along?
Well, I could go. Where's that map that you have? I could kind of exit out where that is, but unfortunately, with this draconic cult that wants to summon Dragon Mountain or something, I don't know. I'd rather keep my village safe.
That's completely understandable.
Yep, very fair.
Hey, sometimes best offense is no defense, just more offense.
You talk like me now.
Yeah. It happens.
It happens. I hate this village. We need to go. Let's go kill cultists in cave or whatever.
All right.
All right, so you head out into the jungle. And for the listeners, we're going to do a whole shopping thing between sessions. You don't I don't think you guys want to hear that, and I don't think we want to take all the time to go through that right now, so we'll do that between sessions, but we're going to assume that there's going to be a shopping montage between now and to where we're cutting to, which is 2 hours into the drowned jungle. 2 hours passes, and this is when torrential rains start to downpour. And when I'm saying torrential rains, I'm stressing torrential. It's impacting your visibility, as well as risking fatigue because it's coming down so hard. What I'm going to ask is that one of you, let me not bury the lead. What are you guys going to do? You're 2 hours out. You could turn around, go back to the village, or trudge on forward, or stop and take a break.
Time is pretty important.
It's just a bit of rain. Zaba's fine to keep moving, but if the weaker ones in the party want to climb a tree and take a break, he understands.
Could I make a nature check, actually? By any chance, for the area that's around us to see what's the best path for us to keep walking?
Absolutely.
That way we wouldn't have this fatigue.
Go ahead and make me a secret nature check.
Okay.
Either nature or survival, whatever
I got
one's higher
nature.
for
That's
you.
a plus 20 to nature, my man, so I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, so based off of that roll, I'll let you know that you think probably the best course of action, just because the rain's coming down so hard and it's going to make the terrain difficult for you to walk through. Not only that, you're in a jungle, but it's still rain. It's still good. You're still going to get cold.
Mm-hmm.
The best course of action would probably to just take a quick break and make shelter. You have your tents on you still, or you can even just do like a lean-to.
Okay.
To you.
Yeah, Timothy's gonna look at everybody and be like, "Hey, we should take a break. Actually, we should stop where we are right here for right now. I think it will be for the best of us. This is pretty bad rain, and I don't want us being at our weakest when we're about to enter something pretty fucking scary."
Definitely get that.
Sure, if you think it's best.
And I do. So, yeah, I want to take a break.
So that will be a survival check to set up the shelter.
Hey, I'm gonna use my fucking
Yeah.
Otherwise,
I think Zaba's an expert in survival or master.
I'm a master. Yes, I'm very good at building tent and stuff.
That's right. You had the whole thing where you had the tent built before everybody else in the desert.
Do I want to use my incredible improvisation for this? Probably, so I can at least help.
Sure,
that's
you
only
can
once
aid.
a day. All right, survival. Yes, 1 second here, and I'll make the secret.
Well. With Timothy's help, with that incredible improvisation, you are able to set up the shelter and you wait out the storm. So, good thing, because it only lasts an hour and the ground is soaking wet. But you won't be fatigued going into this next encounter.
Thank fuck.
Another couple hours pass by, and you come across... Let me load this up for you. Activate the scene. And let me drop this on you. Or drop you down here. Grab the clown car.
Ah, shit.
Hong Kong.
Father, help.
The father, help.
No, my boy. All right. You come across this. What looks like, after that rain, it looks like a creek or a river. And you notice that you hear a cry coming out from the northeastern part from where you are. It sounds almost like... Well, here, let me read you the flavor text. As you make your way into a particularly dense and waterlogged portion of the jungle, filled with all sorts of trees and bushes and shrubs, you suddenly hear a soft, plaintive cry off in the distance. Is someone there? Please, help me! and an unsettling patch of jungle lies just beyond the source of the cry. A perfectly circular area of completely dead foliage.
Well, we should check on them. Like, don't like this, but we should check it.
I will say the body of water also is flowing from west to east, and it's flowing pretty good. It's going at a good clip, just because of the recent rains.
How deep is it?
That I probably wouldn't be able to tell you unless you wanted to spend time to get closer to it. You can't tell from where you're standing. Put it that way.
Gotcha. Okay, Rad. We should go check that, right? Like,
I mean, we have to cross one way or the other.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can take your fancy rope, tie it to my javelin, and I throw it at a tree on distant shore.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah, I mean, Sab and I are both strong enough swimmers, too. We can probably get across and tie it to a tree.
I mean,
Or
I
it
can
could tie
fly over
itself
and
to a
tie it.
tree. Yeah.
Just because you have flying ability for 2 minutes a day does not mean you use it to tie rope on a tree.
It's 10 minutes whenever I want.
Okay.
Can you carry Timothy?
That's the thing I don't.
Yeah,
I am
we should go
moving
help
forward
me.
as I say this.
What?
Help! Anybody! I hear you! Somebody
Hold
there,
on.
please!
We're coming to stay there, I guess, please.
All right. And at that point, I paused it. Jackson, don't... That's why. You can hit the escape button, bud, I think.
Okay, there we go.
No, don't, it's funnier.
It's just frantically waving my character on the screen, not able to place him.
And as soon as you start approaching, Zaba, your large form sets foot into a patch of ground that sinks into a bog. And that's when you see rustling from the trees coming from where the voice was. And let me show you the voice that's actually coming towards you. Help me! Help me! It says this thing is
What the fuck?
pounding towards you through the brush.
It is clearly in pain. We must kill it.
Oh my god, what the fuck is that?
I didn't expect to have nightmares tonight.
This looks like a
It's-
fucking creature from Harry on the video
It's-
game.
It's like if one of the key describing words in a manticore was tumorous growth.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah, because it has like human hands,
Oh, ew, I didn't even notice that. Ew.
like chicken feet. Its body, it's quadrupedal. It has random wings sprouting in weird places on its body.
like 5 of them from what I can count. Not even an even number.
And it's not like symmetrical at all. And its head is a conglomeration of bear and bird and shark, and there's like eyeballs everywhere. It looks like just a big old circle of flesh. Yeah,
Yeah, it's not great.
That sucked.
that's
Which
where
mouth is it talking with?
you don't quite know. Maybe you'll find out next episode, because that's where we're going to leave her for now.
Whoa.
We're not going to go ahead and start combat. But we appreciate everybody listening and tuning in. Thank you so much. We appreciate it even more if you could share the podcast with somebody that you think would like it, whether that's a coworker, a family member, a friend, an acquaintance, or even the guy that you just nod and say good morning. You do the good morning nod, the silent good morning nod when you get your coffee in the morning at Starbucks. He might like it too. Who knows? That's how podcasts like ours and all of our friend podcasts, that's how we grow, is through word of mouth. So if you could do that, and if you're feeling especially spicy, come check out our Patreon or our Ko-Fi. We take one-time donations through Ko-Fi. Shout out to Weber, our Ko-Fi donator, good friend of the podcast. And a shout out to all of our patrons, which we're going to get a list together, and we'll do a quick shout out at the beginning of next episode. So, thanks everybody, and may your party never end.
May your party never
May your
end.
party never end.
The Jewel of the Indigo Isles Adventure Path is copyright 2023.
All logos, titles, and artwork are property of Skyscraper Studios and Roll for Combat and used with permission. Pathfinder is a trademark of Paizo Incorporated. The theme music is written and performed by Robbie Whiplash.